Wow, don't I look spiff this morning? I'm being sarcastic. I have no idea what is wrong with my glasses, but they're certainly lopsided. Good girl, Bams. Well, I've been to see my podiatrist at the high risk foot clinic. It's actually a vascular clinic here in Queensland, but it's pretty much the same as what it was in New South Wales. But it's more vascular related. So yes, I've been there and all was good. They debrided the ulcer and got rid of all the slush, because that's what the slush is, the actual thing that allows the wound to get infected and get bacteria. So all the slush was cleaned away and the sides of the ulcer was debrided. Couldn't take any photos this time. I was pretty tired this morning, to be honest with you, because I had Valium on board as well this morning. So, but that's been taken care of. So my appointment was 8:30 and it says allow for 2 hours and it's 8. So I was out of there by 10. So 8:30 was 8:30, 9:30. So really I was out of there within a half an hour of what they say. That, to be honest, they are a very busy team or department, the vascular team. You see majority of war veterans and older people. That's obviously because war veterans have limbs and things like that taken off. I've had a toe off, but I see patients in there that who actually have arms, hands, feet, legs off to their knees or to their hips. So there's a lot of really bad cases in there. And that's one reason why I couldn't film in there, is because due to the privacy, and also because people don't want to show off their wounds to everybody, every nook and cranny out there. So I don't blame them. I don't mind showing people my wound, but so come home, we've toileted Bambi. I put some dinner on to cook, and I'm cooking some porterhouse steaks in a different way actually. Cooking them in a crock pot, but I'm not going to cook them to the extent where they're going to fall apart. And tonight we'll have veggies with our porterhouse steaks. So I really have to not weight bear on my toe. So what they have done is they've put enough cushioning on the toe so that when I do weight bear, at least it's cushioned, because the wound will actually heal by cleaning slush away from it, debriding the dead skin so that clean new growth can come through, and keeping off the wound itself. That's how it's going to heal. So while Bambi come out to go to the toilet, I thought I might give my video a quick head start. So we've done that now, and now what I need to do is go and have a lay down. So I'll see you again in just a moment. I want to show you my new style of bouquet. Instead of flowers, I'm trying to get this thing off the ground, and I'm calling it my onion bouquet. All it is an onion that started growing. I've popped it in a vase with some fluid beads. So these beads, they fill up with fluid. So that is basically it. So I'm trying to set a new trend, but so far it doesn't seem to be taking off. I'll be back with you very shortly. I'm going to insert some medical images of my toe. You can't see the actual abscess itself. You can only see the bandage that actually wraps around my toe. But it is for educational purposes, and keep watching, because down the track I will show you the actual wound healing along the way. Here we go, some photos enclosed. Good afternoon. Wow. I've been back from my appointment for 5 hours and I actually crashed on the way. Not physically in the car, but I crashed. I fell asleep, pardon me, after my appointment and when I got home from it because I was exhausted. I didn't really sleep much last night and how could I put it? Yeah, tossed and turned last night. Sorry, not a great picture of me, a close up. Tossed and turned last night. Didn't have a good night's sleep. I was quite anxious about my toe appointment, my vascular appointment. That was because I was sort of fearful they were going to tell me it looked like shit. And if it looked like shit, that meant it had an infection, further infection. And that would have meant I would have had to have gone back to the hospital, and that would have meant more antibiotics, which I'm not opposed to, but I'm quite sick of being sick, and how can I put it? I don't want to be put into a hospital environment so that I can pick up more bugs. I've suggested to them that if I do get sick again, they put a cannula in my arm, come in twice a day, give me my antibiotic shot, I go home and rest and recoup. Because there's just so many germs and bugs in hospital. And when I went to Rabina Hospital back in 2015 because of my sore toe, that's where I call the Staphylococcus aureus bacteria. Bacteria, yeah, it's not a virus because antibiotics kill bacteria. So, what are you barking? Because you want to go back inside, do you? Let's go then. She's done her business, so you know everyone else is all ready too. So yeah, Pop has gone to pick up, I was going to say the kids, but Lauren's not a child anymore. She's a grown woman, so we'll sort of treat her as one now. Pastor is the kid, and he's in year 6. He's in grade 7 next year, so he's going to a local school. We're moving. We've got some fantastic news. We will be moving to a new suburb. We're moving out of this place. Yeehaw doodah day. Sorry, a bit unsteady on my feet. And even better, he'll be going to the local school there. So here. So just going to pop you on hold for just a moment because I need to do something and I'll get back to you very soon. Won't be long. With that said, and with that done, I can sit back and put my feet up now, and I'm in the perfect posse to wait for my boy to get home, and my daughter will be home a little bit later than that. So, wow. So my day has consisted of getting up at 6:30 in the morning, getting Pastor up at 7 o'clock this morning, getting my clothes ready, getting a shower, my daughter helping me dress because my back pain is not what it used to be, and besides that I am on a Valium as well, so that slows me down and makes me go all different ways. We were out of here by 8 o'clock. My son was at school by 10 past 8, and yes, it is early, but we have him booked into before and after days care now. So if anything arises like this again, we can take him. And we've paid in such a way where you can book 2 hours prior to even wanting the appointment. Pardon me. I went to see the podiatrist. The thing is, I can't weight bear, which I suppose I've already told you, but just in case I can't, I'll quickly brief you, but I don't really want to. I'll quickly brief you. So weight bearing is a big no-no on that toe. I cannot weight bear at all. But she has put a rather big cushion part to the dressing on my foot with a hole there. So that where the hole is in this cushioning is where the wound is, so it won't apply pressure. So apparently there was a lot of slush or slough inside the wound, which is, it inhibits bacteria. So they had to clean all that out. And I know this because there was someone there this morning who was a training podiatrist, so I knew all this. The skin around the edges had to be debrided back until at least new skin could come through. So that meant that it was bleeding. To be good skin, to know it's good skin and to know that you've cut the right depth is the skin bleeds. They stopped the bleeding, they put the dressing on, and it is heel bearing with toilet privileges. So I shouldn't really be doing any and all of this dinner type of thing. But the thing is, my daughter works, she does also studies. My husband works, he also does studies. My 11-year-old is just too young yet to actually start to cook. But in saying that, I do everything in a crock pot and a rice cooker. We try and eat, and obviously after my surgery this will change, but I've stocked up my freezer with frozen vegetables and all that type of jazz. So that's done. I am quite woozy and I feel quite woozy, but that's the Valium. That's the Valium taking and kicking in. So, and I didn't take that component of my morning medication, so I held back the actual Valium. I didn't technically have any for over 12 hours last night, so to be honest with you, I was in quite some pain when I woke, but I had to persist with that because I had to be able to be vivid, I suppose you could say, sort of awake enough to be able to answer the podiatrist questions, which I did. And on the way home, I made sure I took the Valium. So after the appointment, I took the Valium. Look, I slept most of the time in. They usually put me on a bed because of my painful back, because of my prolapsed disc. So I get a bed anyway. They just rise it up and they cut my toe in whatever comfortable position I find myself in. So that's not a problem. So I took that Valium pretty much when the appointment was finished. I do have another appointment for a week's time. They do need to debride that toe again. Hopefully I won't have any more hospital stays, but if I do, I'm going to suggest to them cannula in the arm, travel to you to and from a day, injection, come home, because I don't really want to stay in hospital where there's a great risk of getting a staph infection again. And that's what took my first toe off, is a staph infection. My sugar levels, I'm maintaining a good BSL level at this stage, which is great. This morning my sugar was 15, was a little bit worried, mentioned that to the vascular specialist, and he said sometimes you will get on and off low, high readings. And he said it wouldn't even surprise him if I was to have a hypo here and there. And I said, well, I'm only having my same doses of insulin if I eat. I say if I eat because sometimes I feel so nauseated, but don't expect me to lose weight because apparently laying around doesn't help you build any muscle and lose any weight. So it's a catch-22 situation. So yeah, I feel all Valiumed up, that's for sure. So just waiting for my darlings to come home. Dinner is nearly ready, which is fantastic. So if they're hungry, something's burning, so I better go find out what that is. Dinner is in the oven, and it's cooked, and it's just maintaining its heat so that my darlings don't have to eat anything cold. I think I showed you guys this, but don't you love my onion? It's so cool. A friend of mine, I got the idea from her, and this is a 91-year-old woman, right? She actually put 2 of her red onions in a vase, well, in a cup. And what happened was, that's fine. What happened was I got there and I thought, wow, I'm going to try this and put it on Instagram, and I'm going to see what people think of it. You wouldn't believe it. People loved the idea. They absolutely loved it. They went loopy for it. They went that loopy that I had over 4,000 likes on. It was a red onion. And I'm sorry, I'm just stirring. I like my rice all fluffy, and this is about 1.5 cups of rice in my I don't know, 5-litre, 10-litre rice cooker. So getting back to that, she had 2 red onions in 2 singular cups, and I thought, wow, put them next to each other. So I took photos of them. And you would not absolutely believe it, but IG went mad, Instagram went mad, and I received over 4,000 likes. I can't remember how many comments there were now, but there were quite a few. Just going to rinse my son's mould out that he uses for his football, because I found it in my bag from Saturday's game. So anyway, yeah, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this onion. I found it in the cupboard, and I don't usually waste onions anyway. I was going to put it in the cupboard anyway. So I was going to use it, anyway, regardless of, you know, how it turned out. I was going to just chop the top off and the bottom off, and it still would have been handy. I still could have used it. I'm going in circles. I don't know where to put it, but I'm going to put it there. That'll do. So, yes. So that's the G-O, the go. My son probably wouldn't be in the car. Oh, he might be in the car by now with his dad. So anyway, that's the go. So I'm trying to see how many likes I get on Twitter and Instagram and all that. Just smelling some milk. I think it might be off. Used by what date? 8th of... Trouble is, I'm not normal. I'm not normal, all right? I'm not used to normal pasteurised milk anymore. I buy the lactose-free milk, Long Life. So I can't really tell the difference these days, but I'm going to give myself a go at making cottage cheese one day. I eat massive, I'm not going to say massive amounts, because that's a bloody lie. But I do eat cottage cheese. I love cottage cheese. All right, my son is home, so I'll be back very shortly. Speak very soon. Stand by. I am back. Sorry about that. I had to greet my son. I had to greet him. Welcome home. Hope you had a good day at school. I asked him what he learned. Asked how his lunch was. This week he has a sashimi day at school, so we've all got all the parents in grade 6 have to take like tins of tuna, avocados, there's a list there anyway, and then they're going to make their own sushi, so that'll be great. He can make his own sushi, and they follow all the rules for I can't think right now, but all the right food rules and laws. So the girls got clean hands. I teach the kids at school how to wash their hands. They wear gloves when they're preparing the food, and they only prepare their own food anyway, not for other people. So yes. every time I watered my bonsai. I love it actually. Love it to bits, and I've got my little money tree growing in a glass, so I usually use that glass to water my bonsai. You don't actually need to water bonsai that much, to be honest, but you got to see my lovely nostrils and what was up them then. Excuse me. How rude of me to do that to you. I wondered where the other broom had gotten to. Man, that's where you are, broom. So I usually give it 2 of these cups. Oh yeah, you can see that. Then I fill that cup up again and I put my money tree. My money tree. It hasn't actually brought me any money. Very unlucky. And you know, I still haven't decided about that GoFundMe account. I really want to create a GoFundMe account, but I do think there are other people that deserve to get a great more out of life than myself financially. There's a young woman who is a cystic fibrosis warrior, and she has recently needed a set of lungs, and to do that she needs money. So she set the bar really low at first. It was $100,000, because in America, or here, it would even cost you a lot of money. I mean, you can't exactly you can't pinpoint how long it's going to take you to recover from an operation, let alone a lung transplant. So anyway, she put the word out. She made a video. She made it clear that over all these years, from a little child, she never wanted to beg and plead people to actually to donate. So she did. She made it, I think, to 75 to start with. 75 was the limit. Then she raised the bar to 125, and I stopped checking at 200 grand. So I'm so glad she's now, it's not a guarantee of life, but it means that she will have another start, so she can go on. If once she finds a set of lungs, she can have the lung operation and not have to worry financially, because it's not just for the operation, it's for the bills that have to pay for her to be at home while she's not working. And I watched her on TEDx, and if you've never watched it before, just do a search on YouTube for TEDx, TED, and then a small TED in big writing and an X. I suppose it doesn't matter how you write it, it'll still come up. And have a gander at her videos, because they're very uplifting. She did motivational speeches, that's it, motivational speeches to start with. And I applaud her. She's a young woman. She's under 30. To be honest, I think she's in her mid-20s. She lived a life, and in the end, she realised that what she wanted to do was continue to live, continue to motively speak to people about her condition, and ultimately she just wanted to keep living. So to do that, she needed to ask the public for money, which she did, and she got it. So I don't think anyone could be more proud of someone who was to do that. I mean, wow. You know, that's a big a big leap. It's all right, I'm going out the front and I won't show you, okay? So don't worry.
Okay. Oh, now that I see the special sushi things, I feel like sushi.
We'll organise, we'll do that. I'll fill out the letter tonight. So I'm just going out to the front. It's so nice out here this time of the day. Yes, I'm not supposed to be weight bearing on that foot, but I do have that cushion thing. I'm not full on weight bearing, that's for sure. It's a beautiful day on the Gold Coast today. Let me just show you how beautiful it is. Yeah, there's a few clouds in the sky, but for almost 3:30 in the afternoon, I think it's a beautiful day. It's an absolutely beautiful day. So that was, and I can't remember the young lady's name, but I'm so glad she decided to live and decided to keep fighting, because she's such a knowledgeable, beautiful young lady. I'm sure her name's Claire, but I'll figure out, I'll find out, and I'll put it in the link below. I'll link it below so you can just have a look at it. So, beautiful girl, beautiful woman. Can't talk for much longer because my battery just said you've got 10% battery power, and stupid me forgot to charge it this afternoon while I was asleep in bed, which is where I'm going to go to now. So once my daughter gets home, I just want to explain to her how she can cook, how she can serve the stuff up, and she's not dumb actually. She'd know. So I might go upstairs and I might show you the difference between before the Valium, which you've seen before. I've had a video on here before of before the Valium. I'll lock the door, Asa, but you can unlock it for Rennie when she gets home, okay? No, you're having it at school, I think, on Thursday. So no. Don't have it here anyway to make, so before I do go upstairs, I just wanted to lift that machine up. Yeah, so I'll show you myself going up the stairs. I know there was a day where I did show you myself going up. Oh my God, did I bawl my eyes out afterwards. But, huh? Oh, I can't hear what he said, but, so I'll get my daughter to hang that out actually. The one thing you definitely won't be able to do once I have the surgery for my back. Excuse me. Excuse you. So, Lauren, you said, is back?
No, the other people.
Oh, okay. You know, while I do have you here, I have to laugh about these petty people that we live next to, and that's another reason why I can't wait to, no, it's that green car, it's the young girl. You know, we had some bad neighbours live a couple of doors up, and they used to light fires and the smoke used to come in everywhere, and it used to really play on my son's asthma. Anyway, I don't know what they said or did with these people, but they certainly don't think that we are a nice bunch, and I don't know. Anyway, I'll go on about that another day. I'm just trying to concentrate at getting up these stairs. I mean, Valium does help a great deal, but not to the extent where it helps a great deal. Come the day I am able to run up those stairs, jump and click my heels together. It will be the happiest day of my life. Takes me a bit to recover, so I'm not going to keep you waiting this long. So what I am going to do is I'm going to sit down and tackle. This is the washing pile I have. I obviously am not going to get through that whole pile, so I'll do what I can, and then my daughter and someone will actually help. They're truly darlings. So on that note, I leave you and bid you farewell, people. Fix my fluffy. I always wonder, oh, it does work. I might see you tonight, I may see you tomorrow, but until then, take care. Please don't forget, if you'd like to support my channel, please give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and don't forget to ding my bell. And with uploads like this, YouTube should send you a little message to your inbox telling you that I have uploaded. Until next time, take care, enjoy your family, enjoy your life, and thank God for your nights and your days. Bless you all. Good night, good day.